we should get into the food.
Yeah.
We should get into the Who of the Week. That's where I was going to go.
Okay, go ahead and tee it up, Matthew.
It is Andrew's birthday brother, Jackie Chan,
My
the one and
biological
only.
father, Jackie Chan.
Yep.
versus Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Versus Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
I couldn't remember what we decided on. Tom Cruise. Here's the reason. Just so people know why we chose this. Well, Jackie Chan was the obvious option because it's his birthday today as well.
And he's the man.
And the reason that we chose him to fight Tom Cruise is because they're both well-known actors that have been known for kind of doing their own stunts and, and some crazy stunts. Like, I think they've both been on the Eiffel Tower before. Because I think Tom Cruise did it in a Mission Impossible movie. And I know Jackie Chan's done it.
Yeah, Rush Hour 3. They go to Paris. God, I love Jackie Chan so much. Here's the thing. So the stunts. Yeah, they both do their own stunts, and they're real dangerous. Tom Cruise's stunts with the Mission Impossible movies, like hanging out of the airplane.
Yeah.
Those are stunts. It's real crazy, right? It's really big. These are really massive stunts. But I would almost argue that Jackie Chan's stunts are more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because they're typically in close quarters. There's a lot of mechanical elements and things surrounding him. There's a lot of people surrounding him, props. And also, I'm pretty sure that he has actually injured himself more doing the stunts than Tom Cruise. And I don't think that's because he
is not as good at it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think that would be an incredibly foolish thing to say. Yes, I think that it's just his stunts are more. His stunts ask more of his body than Tom Cruise's do.
Gotcha.
Okay. I've never seen any movie with Jackie Chan in it. I've never seen.
I did not know that before.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie with Tom Cruise, to be honest.
Wait, really?
I don't think so.
This is why our podcast
is
you guys got a lot of work to do.
But from what I know absolutely nothing about Jackie Chan. The only thing I know about Tom Cruise is that he's a part of Scientology.
Gotcha.
From watching the Scientology documentary.
Yes.
So I'm just Tom Cruise because they're crazy.
And correct me. I mean, before we started recording, you kind of, we're talking about maybe there's a little bit of alien inside of Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like reptilian.
A reptilian.
They say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I think maybe.
But
a robot or something.
Tom Cruise is kind of a bitch.
One, I think that Tom Cruise, that Jackie Chan could definitely beat up a robot. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
could.
It depends
very
on the
easily
robot.
Beat up a.
100% it depends on the robot.
If it's like, I guess so.
If he's fighting Wall-E, he's probably kicking the shit out of Wall-E.
But if he's fighting the Iron Giant, maybe it gets a little more interesting.
Right.
But the Iron Giant, I feel like, did fall apart a lot.
I think Jackie Chan could probably outsmart the Iron Giant.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
I
true.
think that Jackie Chan, with all his fighting knowledge, has like a level up on almost anything. I'll say thing because we're talking about robots and aliens
man,
too.
Woman, or beast.
Yeah. Because, another question though. I don't even think it matters. Usually I would ask if this is like prime. I don't think that it matters. I think that Jackie Chan could still throw hands with the best of them in his current state.
And I think they're probably pretty close, those two, in age and physicality.
Yeah, I looked it up.
across the board.
Jackie has 2 inches on Tom Cruise, 5'9" to 5'7". So both, kind of short guys.
A couple of squeaks.
Yeah,
I mean, short guy.
I am also 5'9".
I was gonna. So there you go. I was gonna, Andrew. Are you 6 foot tall?
I am 6 feet exactly.
Somebody get out the measuring tape.
Do it.
5'4". I think I'm 5'4".
Snap.
Matthew?
I'm 6'2", almost 6'3".
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you were 6'3". Yeah,
But I'm honest,
maybe
so I
someday.
think you're 5'11". So there you go.
I do agree that people who are 5'11" say that they're 6 feet exactly.
Oh, for sure.
So that's what.
So.
If you say that you're 6 foot, I rarely believe you.
Well, I am. I'll never tell.
Once you lose all your hair, we'll have to see.
Yeah, the hair gives me a little extra height. You're saying
height,
not
yeah.
a lot, but just enough to put me
measure.
over.
I measure to the top of the forehead. No, I'm just kidding. Well, okay. So back to the Who Would Win of the Week, though. I also have a side story about Jackie Chan.
But let's
Okay.
keep going into this, and then we'll tell the story.
Tom Cruise. I'm trying to be nice to Tom Cruise. I'm trying to think of a way.
You don't have to. He's
Not
not
think
going
of
to
a
be
way,
nice to
but
Tom Cruise.
But I
Hey.
do think that there's a way that Tom Cruise.
Screw you, Tom Cruise.
I do think that there's a way that Tom Cruise stays in this fight longer than we think he does, but I haven't quite
Yeah.
figured it out yet.
Because he has that that crazy cult like energy. Like,
Yeah, but Jackie
That's
Chan.
People
true.
in
the
cults-
like the Oprah interview when he was jumping around.
Why?
yeah, like
Mm.
I feel like you don't underestimate people in cults. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
that's another thing though. Jackie Chan, I feel like would be a very respectful fighter, whereas Tom Cruise,
You think Tommy would fight dirty?
yeah, I think he probably drinks baby blood and shit.
I agree.
See,
I think,
but I
Tom
still think
Cruise-
Jackie Chan will win. Sorry for yelling.
and I think Tom Cruise would play fair until he realized he was not going to win. Then he would fight dirty. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because think about it, Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. He's Hollywood. He's
Yeah.
been handed out. Not that he didn't work hard to get to where he is. I don't know his backstory, but once you're there, you live a glamorous lifestyle. So I think that's what Tom Cruise is used to. And at first, he's gonna kind of come in thinking that he can take Jackie Chan, and the second he finds out that Jackie Chan is really who he says he is, he's gonna be backed in a corner and he's gonna have to get dirty. Maybe some biting. He's definitely a biter.
You two are getting into something that is definitely important, which is the psychology of Tom Cruise
Yeah.
in this fight. Because with him starting out clean and going dirty, the reason I think that really plays is because I think that Tom Cruise, with the Scientology stuff and everything, he seems to me like a guy that maybe kind of lies to himself,
Yeah.
right?
I can see that.
Yeah.
And so when he goes into this fight, he's like, yes, I respect Jackie Chan. We're going to fight respectfully. But then the second he really starts to get afraid, which I imagine is a feeling that he does not experience very often,
Yeah.
he's really going to get into that, fight or flight type
Yeah.
deal and just kind of
Yeah.
act like a
A lunatic.
frickin'
Like a Scientologist.
Yes.
like a feral cat that
Yeah.
backed into a corner.
Because so what do Scientologists believe? What is...
I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I honestly don't.
I think it
I don't know.
is.
It
that-
definitely has something to do with aliens.
It's
I'm
got
pretty
Yeah,
it's
sure.
got
yeah.
something to do with aliens were on Earth well before humans, and now their essences float around, and they are what causes negative feelings and emotions. So,
Yeah.
if you're sad
Wow.
and depressed
because
or
of
anything,
aliens?
it's because of aliens. So
Interesting.
that's why they have the E meters,
That's good to
which
know.
measure your thetan
I might
levels,
be a Scientologist.
and
Now I feel like all my negative energy is coming from aliens.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, it's kind of I get how people fall into it. That's kind of a nice thought. Wouldn't you want to be told that
Well, it is
the bad things are not your fault?
There's
That's
one
true.
there's one unnameable movie that does confirm that aliens have been here for a very long time.
Okay.
Unnameable.
Yeah, Andrew hates it.
Oh,
Is it that one movie? Wait, which movie?
yeah, that one.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Oh, that one.
Oh.
See, that movie
Never
is so
seen it.
well. I envy you because please don't do that one on your guys'
But-
show. Have you seen any of the Indiana Joneses?
No.
You got to do those.
Oh,
ones,
I love those
obviously.
movies.
You guys
And
are
all of
never
them are
going to
on-
run out of
All of them are
episodes, man.
on
The show's
all
gonna be
of
out for a
them are
long
on
time.
Netflix too, I
Yep.
believe. So
They're
it's
on
easy to
Paramount
watch.
Plus now.
Oh,
You can't, they're not
still.
on Netflix anymore.
Figure it out.
You can get first month free. Just sign
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Is the Crystal Skull one the one with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Yeah.
I remember watching that.
But I don't know. There is documentation that maybe Tom Cruise is onto something, and maybe, just maybe, as a Scientologist, he can use his connection with this energy that you speak of to make the aliens put negative energies upon Jackie Chan.
But Jackie Chan,
I don't think Jackie Chan would succumb to negative energies, but it's a
because
strategy.
I mean, Jackie Chan is a being of pure light, essentially. And
Beijing,
you know what? I
Beijing.
mean, I know that Beijing.
That's how my
He was there.
Well, that's
It's
what's
a
in my
very
head. It's in my head because
powerful
that's
memory,
what my
Jackie
Jackie Chan side story refers to.
Okay. So yeah, I really think that there's nothing that Tom Cruise could throw at Jackie Chan that would make him panic the way that Tom Cruise would when he's backed into that corner that we kind of talked about.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I agree that
True.
Jackie Chan wins this fight. And I don't even. It wasn't even that I was trying to give Tom Cruise any benefit of the doubt because I do kind of agree. Like he could piss off. I like the Mission Impossible movies, but other than that, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh, nope, I got nothing.
Well, I think from what it sounds like, I'm assuming Jackie Chan is a better like fighter, like physically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, I think
Yeah,
he would.
I
But
think-
I don't know though, because Tom Cruise just seems like a psychopath, and I don't know.
But is it?
He
But
do-
if a psychopath, like, if you're fighting a psychopath, doesn't I feel like
I would say that
it would give
psychopaths
the
would kill most people because they're psychopaths, but I do think Jackie Chan is the exception.
Well, here's the thing:
Not
if you're
Jackie,
dealing
but
with
A.
a
Smart
psychopath, it's probably so upsetting to
Yeah.
see, like with frickin' Michael Myers or Jason, right? Like just a big thing that like does not talk, it expresses no emotion.
He's only
It's
5'7".
like coming at you. You know what? I'm just using them as examples, though. Like there's something that I think a psychopath gains through being so off-putting to the victim.
Yeah.
And I, again, don't think that. I think Jackie Chan would still be able to keep his cool.
Yeah.
Were
that's-
somebody
Okay.
like that coming at
Yeah,
him.
I think Jackie Chan would keep his cool more than
Okay.
Tom Cruise could keep his cool about something.
Tom Cruise definitely can't keep his cool about anything.
No.
So it sounds like this fight comes down to kind of not necessarily being physically strong, but more mentally strong,
Mentally.
kind
Yeah.
of strong within
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Jackie Chan is definitely like at peace with
Oh,
himself.
for
He's
sure.
mastered
Yes.
that. He has 0 aliens floating around his living space.
No, his Thetan levels are mad low or
Showed a lot.
whatever. I don't know if it's like golf or what, but
Well, we'll lock it in. Jackie Chan, probably unanimous sweep.
Yeah,
Switch.
I
switch.
agree.
Yep. Okay.
I
all right,
agree.
all right.
Oh, sad. Unanimous. But guess what? It doesn't matter because we're not important.
that's right. We're not
Check it out
important.
later this week / maybe
Later
early
this
next week.
week.